What's good with the people, man? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. What's good with the people? How y'all doing on this firm focus Friday? Say firm focus Friday. What are you talking about, baby? Because we gonna get into it before we do that though. What's good, people? Like he ha ha. You know what I'm talking about? Wise man. You know what I'm talking about? Ken in the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated. All my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, man. Everybody on top of that thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken in the pen? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now. You can go and get you some off 76 MacArthur. Giants Liquor is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man. 82nd Hillside Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about, man. They say somebody putting them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. You know what I'm talking about? Now, you know, because I tell you every morning. You know what I'm talking about? You can come get them things from me. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Sprinkler system on you. Also in stores. Funkadie trying. You know what I'm talking about? Go get you one. But if all else fails, and I mean if all else fails, man, you can go and grab some things off Amazon. Make sure you copy a hardback. You know what I'm talking about, man? Uh-oh, what's that? Swing that finger, man. You know what I'm talking about? Swing that finger, man. You know what I'm talking about? Come on with it, bruh. Worldwide INC, man. You know what I'm talking about? Come on with it, bruh. They gonna say Worldwide Incorporated. Come on with it, bruh. They gonna say worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say, what does that mean, bruh? I'm gonna continuously tell you. It means everybody. Everybody included. You know what I'm talking about? And Dugu, Cutthroat, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue, but Lil Rue. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next, man. Same thing, bruh. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Let's get through these disclaimers. But before we do that, mama says and mama always says, you know what I'm talking about, boy, breast and whiskers when you on TV, boy. Even they gotta hold it. You know what I'm talking about, man. Coffee grinder. Classic roast. Hey, say, bruh. Now, good brother like myself. I don't promote no drug usage. Good brother like myself. I don't promote no drug sellage. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip of shit. You know what I'm talking about? No, don't do it. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about, man? I don't promote no crime. Good brother like myself. I don't promote no violence. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. People, he don't talking about. He don't talking about. No, he don't talking about promote. He don't talking about no negativity. No, 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 man. B-Bay, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me. I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much we got, young ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't prejudiced. No, man. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I ain't got nothing against the safety different, man. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing against the little people. You know what I'm talking about? Me, I ain't got no problems with nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me. Man, I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? And that love. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Back to YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here. Fuck with your partner. Hey, check it out. Psst, psst. Come fuck with nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Man, what's good with the people? How y'all doing on this Firm Focus Friday? Say Firm Focus Friday? What you talking about, baby? Oh, we gonna get into it. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna get on it. Hollering. This time I need to lick the thing to get the thing back in order. You know what I'm talking about, right? Shout out to everybody who used GPS to get to the dope spot. You know, turn left on Martin Luther King. I see, fuck. He gonna talk about. It's gonna be a little short, man. It's a firm focus Friday. It is, man. You say firm focus? What are you talking about, baby? Cuz just that right there, that firm focus. You feel what I'm saying? Because on that firm focus, I mean, because you can start off without a firm focus. You know what I'm talking about? You can start off playing yourself. Then something hit you. You know what I'm talking about? And you got it. You feel me? Because you can start off playing yourself. But this is what we have to understand as people, man. Like, all you can want is something for yourself. I mean, you can want something for other people, but all you really got the control over is what you want for yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Because you can want something for somebody else and they don't want that. Do you get what I'm saying? They just don't want it. You get what I'm saying? And there ain't nothing you can do about that. Coffee Chronicles. But firm focus, man. Because I'm going to tell you how this life go, man. And it shouldn't be like this. But it just is, bruh. You can tell somebody you finna start a worm business. Man, I'm finna grow and sell worms. And this is a business you can tell somebody, or this is what you could be setting out to do, right? I ain't saying everybody, but a good majority of people, if you told them that's what you was finna go do, they gonna look at you like you crazy. They gonna tell you everything, why it's not gonna work and all that shit, right? And then the shit work, and the same people, like, you gotta have a firm focus. What I was trying to say after, like, don't expect nobody to believe in you, folks. Because they, like, most people, I'm not saying everybody, you know what I'm talking about? But a lot of people, man, they not gonna believe you until you do it. They just not, folks. They not gonna believe you can do it. They ain't gonna believe that you're gonna do it. They just not gonna believe you. That's why you gotta have a firm focus on whatever it is you're doing, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You can't be doing something and expect somebody else to have a firm focus for you. Now, sometimes that happens. You might not even be paying attention to some shit, and you got a motherfucker on the side of you in your ear somewhere, you know what I'm talking about, that could really see your vision. You get what I'm saying? And they might be seeing you tripping. Because a lot, sometimes we do that too. We'll be, you know what I'm talking about? We'll be doing some shit, and then it'll be like we'll be bullshitting. And another motherfucker will be like, come on, bro, you get on your game, you know what I'm talking about? Man, we could do this, you know what I'm talking about? Like a trainer or something. But for the most part, man, not only is a motherfucker not gonna believe you, you know what I'm talking about? There might be a few motherfuckers that just hope you can't do nothing at all, you know what I'm talking about? And this is what I wanted to say about that. But I don't know, because the times when you're in now, man, you don't. Because, like, it might be some motherfuckers who hoping you don't make it, but it's going to be some motherfuckers that hoping you do. But we starting to get into the days where, like, it ain't no more congratulations. You know what I'm talking about? It's hate El Capitan. You know what I'm talking about? It's just hate El Capitan. You know what I'm talking about? That's all it is. I ain't gonna say that's all it is, but like them the behaviors they getting us into. You know what I'm talking about? They ain't getting us in they getting us into the behaviors that where we separated. They don't really want us to get along. They don't. Because they like just fucking with us individually, you know what I'm talking about, be hard to do. If you really want to keep it real. I told y'all we some powerful motherfuckers. We don't even understand how much power we got. But we ain't, bruh. Because this shit reminds me of the, once again, y'all ain't been there. You might have. It reminds me of the penitentiary. When niggas used to complain about the prices on the stove. And all you had to do was just nobody in the penitentiary go to the stove just 1 week. You know what I'm talking about? Just 1 week. One draw. Man, you'll have them breaking that shit down there. But ain't nobody gonna do it, folks. Because it's still gonna be that nigga over there talking about I need my chicken picante. You know what I'm talking about? It's just gonna be somebody, bruh, gonna be like, fuck y'all. And that's how we get down. It ain't no unity. And that's another reason you have to have a firm focus, folks. You're gonna have to kind of like find out what you want to do. And then You gonna have to from that point on, you gonna have to figure it out, folks. You just is, you gonna have to figure it out, folks. You feel me? Because what it tend to happen is we'll have a good idea or something, you get what I'm saying? We'll come up with a plan or something, and then we'll start that's why it's good just to come up with your own plan, folks. You get what I'm saying? Or your own idea. Because the idea that you come up with, it came out your head so you could see it being done. Do you get what I'm saying? You could see some shit that you could obtain. You get what I'm saying? You can see some shit you obtain. You like your idea that you come up with yourself, folks. Like you can see yourself doing it. Now, I'm not saying somebody else might not have a good idea, man, but like it's just good for you to come up with your own. You know what I'm talking about? Cause when you do that, man, I think it's easier for you to have a firm focus than some shit that somebody else just came up with and you like, you know what I mean? Because I'm telling you what normally happens is nobody believes you until you make it. Then when you make it, everybody gonna come out the woodwork. Like right now, when you in your process, don't nobody, because that's what they teach us now. Don't nobody want no don't just, bro, if you're struggling or you in the beginning of your journey or whatever, man, don't nobody want to deal with that shit nowadays, bro. Everybody just want the finished product off top. You get what I'm saying? Everybody just want the finished product off top. Because they didn't create some kind of illusion like life work like that. Like there's no hard work included at all. Coffee Chronicle. And that's what they preaching, that overnight success shit. And if it happened for you, hey, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, I salute you, man. Because I done seen some of that shit too. I done did that shit myself. Overnight success, man. When I woke up, look, man, I woke up, right? I was still buying zips. I woke up buying zips, fell asleep buying keys. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? Woke up buying zips, fell asleep buying key. You know what I'm talking about? So that overnight success shit, I mean, it's a possibility. You know what I'm talking about? But you're still gonna have to work hard, man. You know what I'm talking about? Because even like this, and this is what I don't think people get to, like, if a motherfucker right now came and gave you $3 million and you didn't have a plan, you'll just be an ignorant motherfucker with some money, and you probably won't have some money for that long, bro. You won't. You know what I'm talking about? If you one of them niggas that got the mentality like a nigga came and gave you $5 million and your idea was I'm finna go buy hella keys. You know what I'm talking about? You got 5 million, bruh. You go get you some t-shirts, some socks or something, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You can go do hella shit. But the way your mind think, your mind gonna take you back to some petty shit. If somebody gave you 5 million right now, you'll tell somebody else. Somebody gave me 5 million right now. Y'all gonna start calling around asking somebody how they heard from me. God damn. You know what I'm talking about? But you gotta have a firm focus, y'all. Because it's easy to, especially in today's time, bro, it's just easy to lose focus. It is, folks. It's hard. It's hard. Because there's so much shit going on, bro. And what they teaching you is to be offended by everything. You know what I'm talking about? It's almost like we don't got tough skin no more. Coffee Chronicles. And the number one thing that'll throw you off your firm focus is worrying about what they doing, worried about what they talking about, just worried about shit that don't got nothing to do with your firm focus. Let me give you a scenario, man. It's almost like you and a partner, right? I don't know. It could be two bitches, two niggas. It could be a bitch and a nigga, you know what I'm talking about? But these two people know how to build a fast bike. These two motherfuckers together could build the fastest bike there is, and it's a bike competition going on in race. So the idea y'all came up with is we gonna spend these little few dollars. We got our last dollars on these bike parts, build this fast bike, and we just gonna win the contest because we know we got the fastest bikes. That's the plan y'all came up with. So now, y'all buy the bike parts and shit. Y'all first start off, the first day was good as a motherfucker, you know what I mean? We done got the shit, you know what I'm talking about? We got the crank on, oh, here it come, you know what I'm talking about? You got the pigs, and you got all your stickers and shit you putting on there, right? So next day come, y'all start off working on the bike, but these motherfuckers 2 houses down building a go-kart, you know what I'm talking about? And for some reason, now one person's still working on the bike because their whole plan was to come up in there. They ain't spent their last bit of money on these bike parts. They trying to go win that bike race. Grand prize, $1,500. You know what I'm talking about? They done spent their little last. They trying to get this $1,500. And you know what I'm talking about? They see ideas to be a bike racer. I'm just going to build hella fast bikes and win these competitions. You know what I'm talking about? But now this other motherfucker done got their eye on this go-kart. Now this go-kart, they ain't even finna go enter their go-kart in a go-kart race or nothing. They just building a go-kart to have fun on. And when the other motherfucker that was building on the bike, he keep looking over here at this go-kart now. So now while we supposed to be over here building on this bike, this motherfucker coming over here every day, riding on the go-kart, playing with the go-kart has intrigued this motherfucker mind. Even though this go-kart ain't finna help this motherfucker win this bike race. You get what I'm saying? Fuck this go-kart. You know what I'm talking about? We can win this bike race and then go buy a go-kart. But they just let that go-kart, you get what I'm saying? It's like that. You sitting over here, you'll fuck around. Instead of you having firm focus on what the fuck you supposed to do that's gonna get you to win this race, you over here looking at something that don't got nothing to do. But you winning the race don't got nothing to do. You ain't getting no game, just nothing. You just over there riding because you like the go-kart. It intrigued your mind some kind of way. You think it's cool. And firm focus go like that, man. So you got to look out. Coffee Chronicles. And when I say you got to look out, you got to look out for your own motherfucking self when it comes to your firm focus. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying you got to look out for somebody or something. Because in the end, folks, only you can throw yourself off the game. You get what I'm saying? The go-kart didn't throw that motherfucker off the game. They threw themselves off the game looking at that go-kart. Because them people was just over there fucking with their go-kart. They ain't called down there. They didn't even give a fuck about that bike race. Because they got a go-kart. You get what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about the bike race or nothing. They didn't call you to come down there. Hey, y'all want to ride? They wasn't even fucking with y'all. You supposed to be over here building the bike. You went over there and got to fucking with them about their go-kart. You get what I'm saying? Only you could throw yourself off, folks. You just can't. It's going to be what catches your attention in the end. But it ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. It's always going to have to do with you. You get what I'm saying? But we good for that today. We good for making our own decisions and then still some kind of way be a victim of the decisions we made. And I always say that. I do. Because they're getting us away from ourselves, the truth, just everything. They just getting us into the world of excuses and rationalizations. They just is, bro. You get what I'm saying? He said, why'd you do that, baby? Because this fan is over here on in the background. You know what I'm talking about? And the last time I did that shit, when I didn't do this, and I lit this motherfucker, and when I tell you a piece of the cherry came right off and landed on baby cuz's knee when I had on these shorts. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you just gotta pay attention to shit. You know what I'm talking about? So you won't make the same mistake. Coffee Chronicles. The baby cuz go deep, honey. Y'all ain't never seen nothing like me before. Coffee Chronicles. Even when I'm dead drunk, I make sense. Cause I don't want nothing from you, man. I don't. I don't want nothing, man. All I want, really, I wish we could just get back to keeping the gang even. Where everybody, it ain't so much about, like, I gotta look out for you or nothing. Just like, I ain't gotta fuck you over either, though. You get what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be friends. We ain't gotta be none of that. But I don't gotta fuck you off either. You get what I'm saying? You just gonna let it be. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna stay over there, I'm gonna stay over here, man. We gonna leave it at that. I see you. But yeah, firm focus, man. You gotta have it. And if you don't got it, man, you gotta I don't know, because I say, man, life be like the playoffs. How they be saying that shit, the shit don't start until somebody win a road game. That's when the series start. Life like that, bro, because you're not going to understand something until you go through something. And that's when life going to begin. For real. And it could be anything. I'm not talking about nothing bad, bro. Because I know I get misquoted hella much. I'm not talking about nothing bad. I'm just talking about you go through anything, man. A hospital. You might lose a loved one. A car accident. Like I said, you might have some health problems, man. Just anything, bro. Anything. A baby. You know what I'm talking about? A marriage. Just anything, bro. You're not gonna understand life though until you go through something personally. You're not. Then that's where that's where your understanding and shit start developing at. You know what I mean? But in today's society, we love to never been through nothing and have our opinion on everything we've never been through. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? We love to do that. We love to sit up here and just hypothetically speak. We do. Even me. You know what I'm talking about? I check myself too. I be doing that shit too. You feel me? I do. It'd be in another way, but I still do it. You get what I'm saying? You gonna talk about them all, talk about them all. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna talk about the behavior, you gotta include yourself if you do it, you feel me? And I think that's what be the problem with us, man. Like, I'm one of them niggas, like, I be sitting up here talking, bro. I just be talking about life in general, right? But you would come across my channel and it'll be like, you ever just walked into a church and heard the preacher, like, giving a sermon or something? And you ain't even been to church in 2 years. And the moment you walked up in that church, you swear to God that sermon that man was giving was about you. And I know all of us do that. You'll go to church and the preacher will be saying something. You swear to God, this nigga know what's going on in my life. You know what I'm talking about? But he don't. It just be the word. You ain't even been in this church before. It just be the word. See, the word come in all shapes and sizes. That's why you just give people a chance, man. You know what I'm talking about? The word come in all shapes and sizes, man. They tell you that somewhere in the Bible. They do. So a nigga might cuss too much, say bitch, just, you know what I'm talking about? I might do it an awkward way to you. You know what I'm talking about? It's right for me though. It is. And I wouldn't give a fuck about how you feel about it. I'm just here to tell you the word come in all shapes and sizes. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about, man? Don't fuck around and, you know what I'm talking about? Don't beat yourself. Treat yourself, man. You feel me? Like I tell everybody, man, I just come here with my love around the world. I just come here with my love, man. I just try to throw shit up in the air, man, hopefully, because I'm going to tell you, man, like, there's a lot of niggas that's in my same position right now, right? And they feel like big-ass dummies. You know what I'm talking about? And there's a few niggas in my same position, you know what I'm talking about, that feel like it ain't nothing but opportunity. You feel me? It's the way you view it. If you went to the pen and all that shit, man, I don't know, bro. That shit's just experience. If you made it through that shit, nigga, there ain't nothing but opportunity. I ain't gonna sit around and all the years I missed and you know what I'm talking about, they was doing this and I wish I was out there when this game was going on, I would have killed them. I wasn't, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I'm out here now with whatever game going on, you know what I'm talking about? Baby Cuz threw his hat in the ring. Baby Cuz already got the tag team championships, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Boy Smooth. Shout out Real Topics TV. Just shout out everybody, man. You know what I'm talking about? Around the world, man. I share my love. But you gotta have a firm focus, fellas, sisters. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta have a firm focus, man. Cause your firm focus gotta because if you can't expect somebody else to have a firm focus for you. Now you might run across somebody who will do that. You get what I'm saying? Where you slipping. You feel what I'm saying? But in the way in today's times, like even if you were slipping and you had somebody do that, you'll find a problem with them. You'll come up with your rationalization like they need to get off your back or something, even though you the one that's slacking a little bit. Because they taught us in today's times not to look at your motherfucking self. And everything ends and starts with you, bruh. And I said that wrong. Starts and ends. But you get what I'm saying. You have to have a firm focus, folks, on whatever it is you're doing. And when I say that, I'm coming from the other side of the code, bruh. I ain't talking about no nigga out here breaking in houses, smoking crack and shit, talking about it's your partner said, man, no matter what you're doing, have a firm focus, and you over there trying to smoke coke in front of the police. And nah, man, I ain't talking about none of that shit, man. So y'all please stop misremembering my words, man. And that's what's wrong with today's time, bruh. Because niggas listen to your words and try to find their rationalization. I'm going to tell you that today I'm gone. You know what I'm talking about? Today I'm gone. God damn. Y'all ain't never seen nothing like me before, bruh. You just ain't. And they done told me that everywhere I done been. Lucky me. I know I'm a motherfucker, bruh. I just do. That's why I be so happy, bruh. I can feel it. You ever had the feeling of just knowing you that motherfucker? That's how you stay happy. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? But for real, man, all bullshit to the side. You gotta have a firm focus, folks. Find out what you want to do, bro. You gotta have that firm focus. And you can't allow yourself to get distracted off your firm focus. That's why it's important for you to have a firm focus, folks. Because you can't blame nothing or nobody else for the reason you got distracted. You gotta be locked in, man. You know what I'm talking about? I got him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be locked in, man. You just do. You gotta be locked in, man. Because if you're not locked in, folks, then it ain't no telling. You know what I'm talking about? If you're not locked in, then it's like, at that point, it's like whatever, you know what I'm talking about? Whatever, you know what I'm talking about? You still gonna, when you locked in, folks, you still gonna come across obstacles and all this kind of shit. That's why it's good to have a firm focus. Because when you don't, when you get to coming across obstacles and shit, that shit is gonna knock you off your railroad track, bruh. It's gonna throw your wheel alignment off. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna throw your wheel alignment off, folks. If you got a firm focus, nigga, even if your wheel alignment fucked up, nigga, you know what I'm talking about? You know where the auto shop at, nigga. You ride there, A-frame, crack, car whistling. Ooh, like you got whistler tips, man. But you know where the auto shop at. You can't even let the wheel alignment throw you off. Because you know where to go fix it. But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires. Hey, you know what I'm talking about, man? With them right there, man, you don't remember nothing else, man. Always remember it don't cost nothing. Just show a little bit of that love.